evening, wherever you are in the world. So yesterday, I tempted fate. Yes, I tempted fate. So what does that mean? Well, I was going to do a live presentation right here on Facebook, but because Facebook doesn't allow you to both show your slides and then see your face at the end, because I wanted to answer any questions that any of you may have from my presentation, I decided, okay, well, I'll go over, do it on Zoom, and then upload to my YouTube video, and then post it. So that's what I did, and when I say tempting fate, what do I mean? Because yesterday was a year breaker day, so it was a fire dog day. What does year breaker mean? Year breaker means that the animal of the day is clashed with the year. So the dog is clashed by the dragon all year long. So whenever there is a dog day, we call it a year breaker day. Now today, actually, ironically enough, is a fire pig day, and today is what we call month breaker day because it is the month of the yin or snake, and the animal that is clashed by the snake is the pig. Okay, that's also a beautiful flower full moon. So you're really not supposed to do important activities on year breaker or month breaker days. So that's kind of rule number one. But I'm always trying to test what I teach, what I know, to test the rules and to see if it's true. So I did my Zoom, I uploaded to my YouTube video, everything looked good. I started sharing it all over social media, and then something told me to go back and check the video. And I realized as I'm listening to it for the first couple of minutes that when I get to the fifth slide is now stuck for the entire rest of the sharing. So basically, they kept my voice, but none of my slides. I only had the 5 slides, and I'm like, I felt like, oh my gosh, all my efforts were in vain. Now, there's another thing also, because when you have to look at your year pillar and your day pillar. And I also advise my clients do not do important things when your year pillar is clashed or your day pillar is clashed. That is a chart that I'm going to be sharing with all of you in my upcoming Bazi Chinese Astrology Mastery program starting this Saturday for 12 weeks. And sure enough, yesterday was not only a year breaker day, but it was a clash to my year. There you go. So good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And there's a saying, if you don't succeed at first, if you don't succeed, try again. So welcome all of you. Thank you for being here. And for all of you who will be listening to this later, thank you for your precious time, as I know how precious time is, and people have very busy lives. So if you're feeling stuck, lost, or just seeking deeper insight into your life's path, I highly recommend joining my Bazi Masterclass, which can help transform your life on all levels. Have you been yearning for more ease, flow, abundance, and joy in your life's journey? This is your chance to unlock those energies from within. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Melanie Norman. I'm a Chinese metaphysics consultant, and I consult and I teach classical feng shui, Bazi, date selection, TCM. TCM is traditional Chinese medicine. That's the acronym. But I more for my last life, I taught food healing and traditional Chinese dietary therapy. And I taught thousands of people all over the world. And I had clients all over the world. So I'm a consultant, educator, and author. Now I want to just tell you, I have so many stories to tell you about my journey with Bazi. I just want to make sure, just checking, make sure if anybody can hear, if you can hear me, just do say so. Let's see. So I started studying classical feng shui and Bazi in the late 90s. I got certified in two schools of classical feng shui, the American School of Classical Feng Shui and the Feng Shui Academy. And my first introduction of Bazi was we had a 4 days on Bazi, and remember learning more about myself in those 4 days than I had in a year worth of therapy. Now, another story. I lived upstate New York, probably about an hour and 15 minutes north of New York City, as I traveled into New York City, and that's where I taught at the Natural Gourmet Institute of Culinary and Healing Arts for about 20 years and had clients there. And when you got off the train where I lived, you could drink the air. The air was delicious. I mean, I'm trying to paint a picture because it was a little more rural. I had well water. It was a beautiful setting. And so it was not cityfied, is what I'm trying to express. So it was suburbia, but more rural suburbia. Now, my first initial Bazi consultation was a woman who had an office about 45 minutes north of me, which is even more rural than where I lived. So it was the most unlikely place that you would find an international feng shui consultant. And so I made an appointment and I went up and drove up there about 45 minutes north where I lived. And I walked in, I sat down. She said two things to me. First thing she said is, "You did not come into this life with a mother." And it was like an epiphany went off inside of me. What did she mean? So the element that represents my mother in my Bazi chart, I do not have. And um, since 13 years old, my mother became manic depressive. It was a very tumultuous teenage years. And when I was a senior in high school, she ended up going into the hospital, and I ended up taking care of my three brothers for a couple of weeks. And my father ended up being more my mother and my father. Did I have a mother physically? Yes, I had a mother physically. Did I have a mother, say, metaphorically or as a mother figure to me, supportive, what a mother is? No. I end up being I end up being my mother to my mother, so to speak. And again, I don't say this you know, for any sympathy at all. I say this because if finally I was explained something to me that I've been feeling all my life. So in my Bazi chart, there are so many things. I've had so many epiphanies over the years, and the deeper I understand Bazi, the more I teach Bazi, the more profound I realize it is. So I've studied with many masters throughout the world. I've studied with Dato Joey Yap, Grandmaster Raymond Lowe, Lily Chung, Sherry Merchant, Richard Ashworth, let's see, Marlena Moss, and most recently Josh Bose, who owns the Tian Duran Academy in India, and I'm now a visiting teacher there at Tian Duran Academy. So my background, that's a little bit about my background, and again, I welcome all of you. Thank you for being here. And I do have, if you want to look, you can look also for more information on my website, Red Dragon Consulting Group. My resume will be on there. So I'm on social media. I'm on Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, and YouTube. So my Facebook page, where you all are right now, and hearing this is where I have over 10,000 followers. And last month I reached that a small milestone, so I was very excited, and I am deeply indebted for all of you, making my life richer every day. I'm on Telegram. I have a group there. Actually, I also put another group just specifically for my upcoming Bazi Mastery class And I post different aspects of Bazi every day, and I do some videos and kind of share information. So you're welcome to jump on over there, Instagram, and then my YouTube channel. I've just started my YouTube channel, so if you click the link, you could go there. So I'm just starting to grow that. Uh, that's a few. So that's where you'll find me on social media, and this is my website. So it's reddragonconsultinggroup.com. So there's many wonderful tools on my website. This is your source for living well through Chinese metaphysics, where you can unlock the ancient wisdom of feng shui, Bazi, traditional Chinese medicine, and date selection to harmonize your surroundings, tap into your potential, and enhance your well-being. So this is where ancient wisdom meets modern times. I do have a lot of free apps on there, so you can go in and you can put in your birth information, and you won't get a complete Bazi chart, but you get an idea of your Bazi chart. You can put in the feng shui of your home. You can get your Qigong chart. You can get your Guan number. I will have the daily Teng Shu, so you can check the daily Teng Shu. What is the Teng Shu? That's the 10,000 year calendar. So Chinese metaphysics does not go by the Gregorian calendar. As you can see, when each month starts, it does not start on the first of the month like the Gregorian calendar does. It often starts on the 5th, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th, and probably 7th is the latest. So it always starts about, say, 5, 6, 7 days into the month. And then that is named by the 12 animals of the month. So there's a lot of great information. There's my feng shui consultations, my Bazi consultations, TCM consultations. It's my subscription where I can become a coach to you. So you can hire me, and every month I will meet with you and go over in detail your day master. You get your own personal calendar. I go over the best feng shui of your home, where to put yourself each month, and a lot more. So you can check all that out on reddragonconsultinggroup.com. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So 2024 is a major shift. Why do I say that? Because we are now entering into a whole new type of energy, and this is the age of fire. So we have, in Chinese metaphysics, cycles go in 180-year cycles, broken down into 20 years each of 9 periods. So we have just left period 8, which was the period of the mountain Li trigram. This is the energy of more stability. It was the energy of more younger men. If you look at the younger men that have climbed up in the world, you can look Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, many younger men have in the past 20 years. You saw that, but now it's going to be it's a whole different ball game. So this is a very huge shift. So now we've left the mountain trigram period 8. We've entered into period 9. Period 9 is associated with the Li trigram, the trigram of fire. It is also the last period of a 180-year cycle. So we just started to feel these energies 2017. Then we started to feel them more, starting to come again in, say, December 2019 or 2020. Look what happened to the world in 2020. And then officially, period 9 arrived on February 4th, 2024. So it is officially here, although we've been feeling these shifts for many, many years. And why am I coming on now? Especially why am I starting my course this month? Because we have entered This month is the Earth Snake month. It is the growing chi of fire. So this is the first season of fire in 20 years. So what you do this year will affect your life for the next 20 years. Also, in Western astrology, Jupiter and Saturn are in alignment. So there's a lot of shifts, and the trends are going to change. And how are you going to be? Are you going to align with the shift? There are phenomenal opportunities coming, and this is what I'm also going to be including in my Bazi Mastery course coming up. So let me give you, this is a brief overview of the energies coming in, what we're going to be seeing. So artificial intelligence, AI. AI is certainly here to stay, whether we like it or not, is everywhere and everything. I heard the other day that ChatGPT 4.0 now has an IQ of 1600. 1600. I think the highest IQ of a human being that is, say, 200 and something. 220, I don't know the exact IQ. I'll have to research that more, but can you imagine? It is, so now you've got AI teaching AI. So I know a lot of people are concerned about this because a lot of people are losing their jobs and they're being replaced by AI. However, AI is a tool for us to use. It's a tool for us to work smarter, not harder. And you can. There's ChatGPT that is free. I've now fallen in love with Claude AI, and you can teach it to help you in whatever you want. Like in your business, it can help you. It can write a resume literally in like 1 minute or even 30 seconds. It can help you write social media posts. It can help you write contracts. All you have to do, you treat it like a child, you tell it what you want it to write, and it is actually pretty amazing. So there's a lot of controversy around AI, but that is associated with period 9 and the fire energy. Authenticity, so important to become your beautiful self, no matter who you are, become you. The more authentic you are, the more you will be noticed for your beautiful authentic self. And if you are not authentic, if you're fake, if you have things that are hidden, it will come out because fire is upward and outward energy. Fire is fast. Period 9 is fast. It is disruptive. Uh, things are changing rapidly. So, people, if you have dirty laundry that has been hidden, I'm sorry to say, but it's going to start to be coming out. And I have noticed this with my clients' lives, with my friends' lives, things that they've been hidden, say things they've hidden from their husband, or things they've hidden from their ex-husband, or things that they've hidden from their business managers or their bosses. Things are starting to come out. Let's see what's so. Another thing, the energies are going to be changing from the physical world to the unseen world. So to more of the virtual world. I will be. If you look at the Lee trigram of fire, you have the solid line on top, the solid line on the bottom, and then there is a broken line in the middle. So things will look very good on the outside, but and you know, also another thing about that is there's going to be a lot of schemes and scammers out there. They're going to make this deal look so good, and they're going to pull you in, and then you will find out when you've already signed that contract that it is a scam. So be very, very careful, especially now. More and more, I see that. Now, what does the middle line in the center mean? It also means that the energies are now becoming more virtual. It is more unseen energies, and you're also starting to see that an example of cryptocurrencies because it is a more virtual reality, more virtual currency, as opposed to more the materialistic. But people will be, the energies will be moving from that. Now, another thing that is wonderful, this is about the middle aged women, this is about the female, the mature, wise woman. Now, is going to be that energies are going to be growing. So, again, I want to reiterate, it's not the aggressive woman. It is the woman who is wise, who is gone, who's had already quite a bit of experience in life, and now it is a combination of this mature, wise female energy stepping onto the world stage as well as in people's personal lives. And I think we need this feminine energy in our world more than ever before. You're going to start seeing more women rise in stature all over the world. Spiritual consciousness. So, as I mentioned, people are going to be moving away from owning physical items to more the materialistic side of life to more the spiritual side of life. People are going to be drawn to well-being. People are going to be drawn to Chinese metaphysics. People are going to be drawn to anything spirituality, whether it's Reiki, whether it's Tai Chi, it's Qi Gong, it is I Ching. Again, more this spiritual development will become more and more important in people's lives. It is the age of illumination and transformation. Remember, fire transforms everything it touches. After fire burns, the ashes are left, and the ashes nourish the earth. The fire melts the metal, so the fire can transform this lump of metal into this beautiful Excalibur. And what does water and fire do? Well, fire can heat up water, but also water is represented by emotions and also more mental issues. So you've got this. So there is the fire does heat up the water, but the water controls the fire. So you've got this control cycle going on, and that has to do with mental instability. So you're going to see a lot more mental issues. People are going to need help more than ever before with mental health. And what does wood do to fire? So in order for fire to burn, it needs wood, and then the fire can actually consume the wood. So this has to do with the 5-element cycle, the production cycle, the control cycle, the draining cycle. I'm going to be going into depth in my course. So truth will be revealed, and then the heart and the soul. So what is your soul's calling? What is your heart calling you to do? How you start to align with the shift and align with these future trends that are coming. So step into something that you want to. What is your soul's calling? What is your heart calling you to do? Okay, so I wanted to share my syllabus with you, and so I'm going to. Oh, hi Brian. Thank you you can hear me okay? Oh, good. Thanks for checking it. Okay. All right, back to that. Okay, so this will be my syllabus for my upcoming Bazi Mastery Certification course, starting this Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be meeting twice a week, 2 hours each time, and it will go for 12 weeks. It will be recorded. You will get a PDF slides for every single class. And don't worry if you cannot make it, although it's better to come and join the live class, because you can certainly answer any or ask any questions during the live class. It'll be recorded and you can listen to it for a lifetime. It is yours to keep for a lifetime. So I'm going to just try to do this here. Because what you can do, you can click this link, and this is a landing page, and this will come up. So this is more about my Bazi Mastery class, Unlocking Your Energy Blueprint. So in my intensive program, we're going to dive deep into the ancient Chinese astrological system of Bazi to really truly understand your energy blueprint. I call it your cosmic DNA. So who you are at the core, your life's greater purpose. And something I really want to reiterate, do not, just because you're given a Bazi chart, do not just let fate happen to you. You learn to create your destiny by harnessing, this is your personal power. This is another trend. This is another energy of period 9 is stepping into your personal power. The strategic action, I'm going to be showing you strategies, how to use your Bazi chart, how to use timing, wise choices, divine timing to craft your best life. So this is a live interact online program offering a unique opportunity to immerse yourself in the profound study of Chinese astrology under my expert guidance. So again, starts on May 25th, 2024. You'll be part of an exclusive group. I will be mentoring each one of you, and that's why I don't like the group very big at all. So whether you're seeking professional certification or personal transformation, this mastery course equips you with invaluable tools to unlock your cosmic blueprint and help others do the same. People are going to need your help more than ever before as we begin this journey together of period 9. Do you know that nobody alive has ever been alive during this period at all? So it is how do I say? It's the wild, wild west for all of us to see and explore. So I'll help you explore how to evolve through life's opportunities and challenges. What do you do when you have challenges? How do you navigate those challenges? So these are the topics I'm going to be including. Introduction to Qi, Yin and Yang, and the 5 elements. I will be giving you an in-depth understanding of the 5 element theory. That is so important because that is the basis of all Chinese metaphysics and Chinese medicine. Each organ, so everything in life, in the world, can be put into the 5 elements. You can look at the organ systems, you can look at the emotions, you can look at the energies, what each element represent. You can look at the industries, you can look at the time of day, the time of year, the seasons, the hours of each element, and so I'll be going into great depth with that. The 10 stems, you take the 10 stems, and that is basically the 5 elements, and you combine yin and yang, you get 10 stems. The 12 earthly branches, those are the 12 animals, and those inside those animals are what we call the hidden stems and the fundamental interactions. Then I'm also going to be teaching you advanced 5 element interactions, clashes, combinations, harms, destructions, and penalties. Oh my! What do you do when you have a clash? What is a clash? Is a clash always bad? Is a combination always good? Well, what do you do? What does a clash mean? What does a harm mean? So a clash, who's clashed this year? The dog has clashed this year. That's what I meant by year breaker when I said yesterday. And who is clashed this month? That's the pig. So every month an animal gets clashed, but then we also have the yearly clash. So that's called the year breaker and the month breaker. So a clash is often unexpected. It could be a change of job, a change of relationship, it could be issues with your health. It also could mean more movement. Now, it also depends where the clash is. Is it in your year, your month, your day, your hour, your luck pillar? It all means different things, and especially to the 10 gods that it is clashing. Destructions and penalties. This month, actually, we have the ungrateful penalty. I'll talk about that in a minute. Then the in-depth analysis of the 10 gods. Now that is the crux of Bazi, because again, we're going to look at your day master, and it all depends upon the day master. And then the 10 gods are 10 archetypes, 10 energies, and what they mean to your 10 day master. I'll be talking more about that in a minute. Your luck cycles, how to master your challenges and opportunities. So what is coming up now for you? Everybody has a luck cycle, and what luck cycle you're in, and what is the elements and the animals that are in that luck cycle, and how is that affecting your cosmic DNA, your birth chart. An in-depth look at the 12 stages of growth and how this affects the 10 gods and luck cycles and health. And then your personal wealth creation strategy. Everybody has a personal wealth creation strategy or personal wealth, and I'm going to be showing each one of you how to truly use your wealth creation strategy and when to use it, and timing, because there are times to move forward, times to step backwards, and not step backwards, to step back, I should say, to kind of to take a break, and then I'm going to be showing you all of that. Strength of the day master. You can say generally, is the day master weak? Is a day master strong? Again, that is a very general way to look at Bazi. I will be covering that. Fu Yin and Fan Yin, what are those concepts? Introduction to Bazi and your health. So this I know very deeply because I studied health, food, and healing in TCM for 35 years, and I taught and I consulted thousands of people. When I started learning Bazi, I started to see this. Oh, I could look at people's Bazi because I was doing nutritional counseling at the time. I said, oh, you could see people's health in their Bazi. So I actually was one of the first people to step out and start to teach this connection between Bazi and your health and how to transform your health using Bazi. So you can see health issues using this, and so there's many different ways to see health in Bazi. Special stars and influences, your useful gods in your chart, and then conception, life palace, and more and more. So a little bit about me, and then down here I'll be going over the different payment plans, and I also put up another special payment plan. So I will get back to that in a minute. Okay, so if I get back to this now. All right, hopefully I can. All right. Now, can you see that? Okay. Did you see me go? Did that help you at all? Did you see that? I hope so. Okay. All right. Oh. Let's see. Let me just check something here. Okay. Oh. Well, I guess it never went. Well, I guess. So let me see here. Oh. Okay. So a chart paints a picture. When you're looking at a chart, I'm going to teach you how to look at a Bazi chart, how to look at your Bazi chart, how to look at all your family's Bazi charts, your friends, whoever you want to look at, and what do you see. So we start with the day master, and then we look at the 10 gods, the 10 influences, and the person's Bazi chart. Now this is a Bazi chart of a female. Her day master is yang metal, so gang metal, or gang is the Chinese name, yang metal is the English name of her day master. So here we take this, let's see, turn on pen. So right here, you can see, so this is what we call her day master. And then everything else in the chart depends upon what her day master is. And then, so if you look at this chart, so a couple of things to notice right off the bat. So she has rob wealth in our hour stem and rob wealth in our month stem. So by the way, the stems are what is seen and the branches are what is not seen. So the branches are more inside the branches, the animals are the hidden stems, and this is more hidden in a person's life. The stems are more what is seen. So right off the bat, I see rob wealth. So rob wealth is one of the 10 gods. Do not be put off by these names of uh, these ancient Chinese names. I'm going to be explaining to you more what the ancient understanding is, and now that we are in the modern times and we're a whole different time in our world today, and how do we use rob wealth today as opposed to the ancient times. So rob wealth, so if I look at this person's chart, I said, well, she's going to have to be very careful and always manage her wealth, because on either side of her, there's a tendency for people could take her, not just her money, but it could also take her ideas, because your ideas also are your wealth. So she has to be very careful, because also the hour pillar represents your inner dreams, goals, aspirations. This is your mind. This is also your investment pal. So she has to be careful, especially when the rob wealth energy comes around, say for that month or that particular year. Another thing that she has a combination of pig and tiger in this chart. Pig and tiger combined to make wood. And so what is wood to her is wood to young metal is her wealth element. And this is a wood dragon year. So if you look here, here's the wood dragon year. And Jia Yang wood is her indirect wealth. So all metal day masters will have opportunities to gain wealth this year. Now, inside the dragon is also what we call direct wealth. So she has opportunities for indirect wealth and direct wealth. But this month, the pig, this is in her career palace, she is being clashed by the snake. She also has a snake in their hour. And she called me the other day, and so she was having a tough time. She just recently got a new job, and I've helped her because she got laid off about a year ago. Then I guided her with the Bazi and meeting with her every month and helping her with her feng shui. She did get a job, but now she's having a tough time in this new position because the upper management and her boss is throwing way too much work on her too quickly, and she really hasn't learned all the ropes yet in that industry that she's in. So my point is that a chart paints a picture of your life. So much more to say on that. So the 10-day masters, so this is what we start with. So where's your day master? So your Bazi chart consists of the year, the month, the day, and the hour. And right here in the heavenly stem of the day is your day master. Now this particular day master is Gui Yin Water. Gui is a Chinese name, Yin Water is the English name. So introducing your day master. So what is your day master? Why is it so important? Your day master is you. It is your personality, the essence of your inherent nature, being, and existence. So stepping into your destiny always begins with the day master. I'm going to go through the 10 day masters quickly, just for a brief overview, and giving you just a taste of what each day master is. So the day master defines the entire chart because it decides, sorry, I misspelled that. It decides what elements manifest as the 10 gods. So, what's your day master? So let's start here to get just a quick overview of the 10 day masters. And okay, can you still hear me? I hope you all can hear me, see me. So Jia Yangwood. So Yangwood. So Jia is the Chinese name. Yangwood is the English name. You are the beautiful tree. Uh, so you need to grow. What is a tree? What does a tree do? A tree produces, it gives shade when it is too hot. It produces fruits. It produces leaves. Uh, a tree. So, what is the fruit that you are producing? Are you growing? A good tree needs to be reliable. They need to be dependable, and they need to be well rooted. So, another thing I'm going to be showing you, we're going to be looking at the day master, then the entire chart, and see, do you have the elements to be a good tree, or a beautiful vine, or the passionate sun, or the deep ocean? So we're going to be looking at, so what does a young wood need? Well, first of all, they need sunlight. Okay, so they need sun, they need big young fire, and then they also would need the earth, so that the roots go deep into the earth, and the earth element, and then water. Water will help that tree grow. Another thing associated with young wood is kindness. So, and another thing about your young wood, so they're tough on the outside. So they're solid. It's a solid tree. They can be aggressive. They can be a little pushy. However, if you want something, if you want to, you want, what's the word I want? If you want somebody to give it to you straight, tell you exactly how it is, that's the young wood day master. Now, they might come across a little tough, and they might come across pushy, because they want things to go their way. However, underneath that toughness is kindness. They will never not offer a helping hand to those in need. And what's the opposite of kindness? Is anger. So, Gia Youngwood, do you have more anger? Another thing, Youngwood day masters, they tend to be some of the most stubborn, so it's hard to change their mind. How do you change a Gia Youngwood's mind? I'm going to show you that strategy in my upcoming Bazi Mastery course. Then the next day master is Yin Wood. So this is a totally different energy than the Yang Wood day masters. So the Yin Wood day master, they are the beautiful flower. They are the vine. And when you think of Yin Wood day masters, they are flexible. So think of bamboo, that they bend but they don't break. So that gives them the flexibility to go in and out of situations easily. They're very good at networking. And another thing that's important for a Yin Wood is flower. If you're a flower, you don't want to be just one flower. You want to be with other flowers. So are you fully blossomed? Are you stepping into your highest potential? So when you think of Yin Wood, there's an appearance of grace and tidiness. It's like soft wood. They're often docile and calm and well-mannered and sometimes soft-spoken. But another thing about Yi Wood, of all the 10 day masters, they will do anything to survive, just like the vine that grows up on the side. It wraps itself around the tree, grows up the side of apartment buildings. You see the vines will do anything to reach to the top. They will always try to find a way to overcome odds and remain standing even when everyone else has fallen. Binging fire. So, young fire, you are the sun. And what does the sun need? Does the sun need anything? Does the sun need resource? Well, wait a minute. The sun rises every day, no matter what. So what's the crucial thing to look at a big young fire sun? So are you warm? Are you generous? Or you are the scorched, dry sun? So what's the crucial thing is the time a young fire, big fire day master is born. Because when do you see the sun? You see the sun during the day. Do you see the sun at night? No. So from sundown and on till sunrise, if the young fire day master Bing fire is born at night, it is harder to be seen. And that is so crucial for the big fire day master. Now, what if there is too much fire? So now we've entered the season of fire, and with the season of fire, there is more fire. So there's now going to be more suns. There is inside the snake is yang fire. So that's another sun, and that can mean competition and stress for big yang fire day masters. Also, if there's too much fire in a person's chart, then you might feel overly criticized by them, and they might be too much into your business. And also, it shows that you might have a hot chart. And if you have a more hot chart, you need to manage your emotions. So again, this is because big yin fire is meant to warm and inspire others. Another thing they don't like is to be covered by the cloud, by yin water. The next one is yin fire. Ding, yin fire, you are the candle. So you are, when do you see a candle? You see them at night. You don't see the candle so much during the day. And when you go into a dark room and you light a candle in the evening, the soft, gentle light, what does it do? It illuminates. So yin fire, ding yin fire people are naturally born leaders. They have the ability to illuminate others and illuminate especially the younger generation, especially for yin fire day masters who are born at night as opposed to born during the day. So they're elegant and generally refined, meticulous, and philosophy speaks to their souls. Philosophy makes their heart sing, so they are drawn to any philosophy, spirituality, Chinese metaphysics. Let's see. So, yin fire, they also make excellent coaches as well. Wu yang earth, so you are the mountain. And does the mountain go anywhere? No. The mountain is forever. So, what does the mountain represent? What does Wu Yang Earth Daymaster represent? They represent stability and trust. They are also often individuals who are not afraid to say hello, and they tend to make the first move. And they usually have impeccable manners. What is the saying about Wu Yang Earth? They're the keeper of 10,000 secrets because people trust them and they confide in them. My acupuncturist happens to be Wu Yang Earth. He sees about 15 to 20 clients a day, and people are always coming in and confiding in him. So they're a group of people who are extremely empathetic and sensitive to the needs of others. They never hesitate to offer a helping hand or a shoulder to cry on. The most valuable thing about Wu Yang Earth, they are stable and trustworthy. And remember, once your trust is broken, it is very hard to get it back. So, the Wu Yang Earth, they can be either an earthquake or they can be a support system. They can be a cold mountain or a hot mountain, depending upon what is the energies of your chart. Do you have a lot of metal and water, no fire, or do you have a lot of fire and earth and no metal and water? So we can look at, are you a cold mountain or are you a hot mountain? So fire will warm you up and you have to reevaluate where you are going. Perhaps you are doing that this month. So are you reliable and supportive, Wu Yang Earth? So this year you're being asked to bring out the hidden gems inside. Trustworthy or worry. Worry is another emotion associated when there's too much earth and they worry all the time. Ji Yin Earth is the next day master, and you are resourceful. So you are productive, you are capable, creative, and of all the 10 day masters, you are the one that gives and gives and gives. You are the most giving of all the 10 day masters. So Ji Yin Earth, how resourceful are you? Are you a resourceful person? Are you a nurturing person? Earth has to do with digestive issues, also has to do with what we call the spleen, stomach, and pancreas. That's your digestive chi. And because we have a lot of earth this month, a lot of the main chi is earth and fire, there could be more digestive issues and heart issues this month when we look at the different health issues that people could be affected by. So remember, yin earth, G yin earth, most tolerant of all the 10-day masters. So you also can be the kind of people who take a lot of hardship and work. Sometimes you don't recognize your own worth. Okay, just checking back in here. Let's see. Okay, you can still see me. Okay. All right, I hope you can see me and hear me. Still. Okay, young metal. Now, the clump of metal that is forged into a beautiful Excalibur. What does metal stand for? Metal stands for justice. Metal stands for discipline. Metal, one of the crucial elements for metal is yin fire. You need real fire. Why do you need real fire? Because you need real fire to melt that metal, to forge that metal into the beautiful Excalibur. So what does that mean? So that has to do with the, let's see, that means you've gone through a lot of foraging. These are trials, tribulations, and hardships in your life, and you have survived. And by doing that, you become the beautiful Excalibur. So this is it's a productive time to create, plan, and execute the fire. Right now, this season of fire is putting pressure on you. Are you an empowered leader? Are you taking charge? Also, among all the 10-day masters, you're often the most loyal and quite competitive for the young metal day masters. There's a saying about the young metal day masters that you give 5 people a job and 4 people will quit, and the young metal day master will always find a way. Now, the yin metal day master, yin metal, you are the precious jewelry. You are that beautiful diamond. You are already formed. Be careful not to show off your beauty too much. Now, when you think of the yin metal, they love to live the good life. Glamorous and sophisticated, they know how to appreciate the finer things in life. And what else? Another thing, yin metal, they love attention. Do you know the quickest way to get to a yin metal's heart is to acknowledge them? So just exhibit a certain measure of, enjoy a little flattery their way. That's the quickest way to get into a yin metal's good books. By the way, they have a unique way of thinking, intensely creative and imaginative, and they have a great mind, and actually quite a good sense of humor once you get to know them. Are you yin metal, using your great mind for a higher purpose that the world needs now? Okay, so yang water, Ren yang water. So Ren is the Chinese name, yang water is the English name. Now you are the ocean, the gushing waters of the river and the deep waters of the ocean. The ocean is constantly moving. So you can be a force for good or a destructive force. You're the incredible multitaskers, but sometimes you can get easily distracted. So water stands for courage, it stands for wisdom. Another thing about Ren Yang water, there's a saying, they are just like the ocean when it is calm. They are calm on the outside, but underneath there is turbulence in the ocean, and underneath, inside the Ren Yang water, their emotions run deep, and they will not share those deep emotions with you easily. They are constantly on the move, unable to sit still, and they're known to be intensely ambitious and single-minded. Some of the wealthiest people are red young water day masters. So it's hard to predict what a red young water might do next. They can appear to be willful in wanting to do whatever they please, and they do not like to be tied down. Do not tie down a red young water day masters. You might have a tough time keeping up with them. So Gui Yin Water, this is the last day master, so you are the cloud, you are every other form of water. So you could be the rain, you could be the snow, you could be the ice, you could be the dew. So in wintertime, it's very different, a Yin Water Day Master, than a Yin Water Day Master in the summer. They are quite intuitive. There's a saying about Yin Water Day Masters. They like to think how they like to think when they like to think. Very imaginative, full of dreams and ideas that are far from the ordinary. They are in love with the freedom of thinking. However, sometimes too many things are going on and they can drift to this thing and then they go to that thing, and so it can be hard to keep their focus. So Yin Water will help people grow. They will help feed the crops, and also, by the way, Yin Water has a very good intuition. They need to trust their intuition. Now, there's another saying about Gui Yin Water Day Masters: here today, gone tomorrow, just like the cloud, which sometimes means you're unpredictable and you're just not sure. They might say, okay, they plan to do this project or to go here this particular day and this particular time or have this meeting, and then you wake up and they're doing something completely different, just like the cloud. So come from your heart, not from your mind, and also trust your intuition, because another thing water has to do with, the opposite of courage and will, is fear. So you can easily become more fearful. So now this is so we have the 10 heavenly stems, the 12 earthly branches, and each of these branches are the 12 animals. The 12 animals have a yin or yang polarity. They're associated with the different element, the different seasons, and the different months. I'm going to be going over all of this with you. So you've got the tiger, the rabbit, and the dragon. They're associated with the wood season and the season of spring. So we have just left the season of wood and entered into the snake month of the season of fire. So the snake, the horse, and the goat, they are associated with the fire season. And by the way, for each earth animal is associated with a different season. So the dragon is the animal, the earth, associated with the wood season. The goat is associated with the fire season. The dog is associated with the metal season, and the ox is associated with the water season. So these are the 4 earth animals, and that is a whole other learning as well. So then we have the monkey, the rooster, and the dog associated with the season of metal, and the pig, the rat, and the ox associated with the season of winter. Again, this is the chi, this is the energy, not the temperatures that we're talking about. When we're talking about the seasons, this is associated with the energies of wood, fire, metal, earth, and water. And I'll be going over this in depth. A lot of people think that the animals are personalities. Inside the animals are the elements, which is so crucial to know. So these are the 12 earthly branches, as I mentioned. So, and inside these animals are the hidden elements, and that is what we call the 10 day masters. And this is now the 10 day masters. I'm going to be covering in depth because this is going to give you deep insight into a Bazi chart. So we have What are the 10 day masters? The Fred and Rob Wealth. As I mentioned, don't be put off by some of these ancient Chinese names, because I'll be showing you all what they mean. The personalities, if you have a high profile of a Fred or Rob Wealth. Eating God and hurting officer, we call that the output element. It is also the performer element. Hurting officer is a performer, very good for social media. Eating God is the artist and the perfectionist. Now, for women, this is also their children. So you can see when a woman might be having children, how many children she has, and if she's difficulty having children, why is that, and how to help her. Now we have direct wealth and indirect wealth. There's two different types of wealth. We'll be looking at a person's Bazi chart. You can see when the wealth is coming up, why they might be having difficulties. Remember your personal wealth code, because the direct wealth is different. Direct wealth is more income that you make on a regular basis. Indirect wealth is, there's a saying, you kill the tiger once and eat for 3 months. Basically, that's passive income. That could be inheritance. That could be a windfall. That could be gambling. That could be illegal means. So again, that's a different way of looking at wealth creation. And there are people, some of the richest people in the world, that even don't have the wealth element. What do we look at when that happens? Then we have the 7 killings and direct officer. Oh, by the way, the wealth for men is also women. Money and women go together for men. So you can see if a man has a lot of wealth element in their chart, they might be having more than one marriage, or they could be having a hidden affair. 7 killings and direct officer, that's what's called the influence element, the power status influence element. Again, 7 killings, it doesn't mean no, somebody's not going to come kill you. This has to do with basically the sergeant out in the battlefield, the one that doesn't like to follow the rules, the one that acts first and thinks later. But they have the courage to step out and do things other people won't. Direct officer, they are more the diplomat and will follow the rules. And if you have perhaps a high direct officer in your chart, you might work for a government agency. Direct resource and indirect resource. So this is book learning as opposed to street smart. This has to do, direct resource is the element that represents your mother in your Bazi chart. Also, you can look at all the different family members and that are associated with the 10 gods. And that paints a whole other picture. So indirect resource, if you have a high indirect resource profile, you will definitely be attracted to thinking outside the box, spirituality, well-being, and that is certainly one of the themes for period 9. So this is what each pillar represents. So the year, that's the year and the month, this is more the external world. The year has to do with your heritage, your grandparents' palace. This is your outer world, the social media. This is the company that you work for. This is also people you work with in the same industry. So this is what people see about you when they first meet you. The month is your parents' palace and career palace. So this has to do with self-control and discipline. This represents your work and your career, your performance in your job. This also has to do with your parents' palace. The day pillar, now remember that's you in the day stem. And then this is what we call your spouse palace. This is your intimate relationships. This has to do with also this is your health pillar as well as your immediate environment, like your home or your home office, your study environment. And then the hour is your internal you, your internal dreams, goals, aspirations. This is also your investment palace, your assets palace. This is also to do with children and staff. So the day and the hour pillar, this is more your internal world, and then the year and month are more the external world. So I'm going to help you focus on your strengths. We all have weaknesses. We all have strengths. I will help you focus on your strengths to step into your personal power and to create a better destiny on all levels of your life, from your health, your wealth, relationships, focus on your strengths. This is another thing that if you do come and join me, that I'm going to be sharing with you the 2024 dominant element and your Bazi chart. So we're going to look at your 5 elements in your natal Bazi chart. So there's percentages of each of these elements that you have. Which element is the highest? The one that is the highest will give you the most opportunities. And then I'm going to be looking at also the weakest element and what does that mean for 2024. So this is the cosmic trinity, and in Chinese metaphysics we believe that 3 things affect our life. So heaven's luck, earth's luck, and man's luck. So we look at this. So see heaven's luck here, earth's luck, and man's luck. It's called the cosmic trinity. So what is heaven? Heaven is your cosmic DNA. That's your Bazi chart. That's the challenges and opportunities that you chose. It is the parents that you chose. I do believe you chose your parents. And I have said that to my children, and one of my sons said, I didn't choose you. I said, yeah, you did, for the opportunities and challenges that you have come into this life with. So these are things generally beyond our control, our genetics. This is our family. This is where we were born, the moment you took your first breath. The earth is your environment. That is, earth luck has to do with where do you live? Do you live in a landed property? In the high up in the mountains? Do you live in the city on the 33rd floor of an apartment building, say in New York City or in Malaysia? Do you live in a hot and humid climate? Do you live in a cold climate? Do you live in, say, a more mountainous climate? So what I'm trying to say is the chi, the energy of the environment, affects all aspects of your life. So your home, how are you thriving in your home? So your home, again, it affects all aspects of your life, just like your Bazi chart does, and we combine them so your health, your wealth, your relationships, because every year the energies change, every month the energies change. Where do you put yourself in your home, or your office, by the way? Where are the best places, the source of chi to be? And it's interesting, you can have 5 people living in a home and say 3 thrive and 3 will thrive and 2 are having a more tough time. Why is that? That has to do, does the home support you or not? Very, very important. So that's earth's luck. And then man's luck, that is your free will. So no matter what you are given, you always have free will. I also like to say it is timing. Trust the timing, not the time. Okay, so heaven's luck, earth's luck, and man's luck is the cosmic trinity. Okay, so thank you so much for being with me. I did just post this a couple days ago because I know many people, I want to make this available to people from all over the world to help transform their lives. This is a new payment plan available. So I have a couple payment plans available. This is the latest one to help people. So there's the $197 a month for 12 months, and then there's the $88 a month for 24 months. So if you are interested, please private message me and let me know that you are interested in these payment plans, and these will work better for you because then I have to send you a personal payment plan. I'm just developing those because on the other payment plans I already have those in place. Okay, so Bazi Masterclass Chinese Astrology. Can you change your fate and create a better destiny? Yes. The goal with astrology is not to predict the future, but to create a better one. Will you take the leap of faith and create a better destiny? So I do hope you join me. I'm happy. I'm willing to work with you as well. If you go to bazicertification.reddragonconsultinggroup.com, okay, just click this link. So let's see if I have to do the eraser thing. Erase all. I have to Give me 1 second, turn off the pen. Now, I don't know if you can see this when I click this link. I'm going to try. I'm not sure if you can. Can you see that? Will that go? Okay. Oh, it did go. No, it didn't go. Okay, I don't know why it won't go there when I click that link. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Oh, there you go. So if you click this link, there are 3 payment plans as well on there. Let's see here, 1 second. I'll tell you. So I have you can pay in full, $2,098. I did have an early bird special, but that now has gone. I have another payment plan for $750 a month for 3 months. I have a $385 a month plan for 6 months. And then the new payment plan alert that I just put up for you to join me. Now remember, it will be recorded. There will be a PDF. You will have this for life. And we meet 2 hours a day, or so 2 hours twice a week for 12 weeks. And I guarantee you this will be a transformative experience. So, will you take the leap of faith and create a better destiny? Thank you for spending your precious time with me, and I wish you a illuminating full moon that brings you clarity, stepping into your true purpose, finding your soul's calling.